Alright, what's going on, everyone? It's me, the Great Heisman here. I thought I would do a quick YouTube video right now. I'm here at school, but I don't have class for like another 30 minutes, so I thought to myself, why not? I'm just going to knock this video out of the way. And this is a very interesting topic that I wanted to talk about in this video, and what I want to talk about in this video is why does Poland always seem to struggle in soccer/football? Because, as you guys know, I'm a fan of both USA and Poland when it comes to football/soccer. And for some reason, Poland at the World Cup in Russia were just absolutely horrible. Like, I don't know what went wrong for Poland. I had high expectations of this Poland team at the World Cup. Because, I mean, at the Euros, Poland were great. We were good enough to win the Euros, in my honest opinion. I think that we would have played well against a team like France at the Euros. But for some stupid reason, man, we just couldn't get it done against Portugal. And the crazy part about that Portugal game is we lose to a team that hasn't won a single game at their group stage. Portugal basically drew all their games in the group stage. They didn't win one game, but Poland won both. Poland won two games in their group stage, and they drew once with Germany. We came close to beating Germany, who were the defending World Cup champions at that time. So that gave me hope for this Poland team that, man, maybe we can do something at the Euros. After all, I mean, we had Lewandowski, Milik, Blastikowski, Glick, Krychowiak, Piszczek, Pazdan, Jędrzejczyk, and Fabianski as the goalkeeper at the Euro. So with that squad, I think that we should have won the Euros. Now I mentioned Kapustka, who I don't know how come he hasn't been included in the Poland squad at all, because, it looked like he was going to have a promising career, but then he went to Leicester City, and his career has been off the radar a bit. I don't know why. I still think he plays for Freiburg. I'm not sure. But I don't know why he didn't get any minutes at Leicester City. That's the thing. But that's, a whole nother topic. And, first game Poland, they beat Northern Ireland 1-0. Second game drew 0-0 with Germany, and then beat 1-0. They win 1-0 against Ukraine. And then they play against Switzerland in the round of 16, and we win against Switzerland on penalties. And then the Portugal game starts. That was a super exciting game. Lewandowski, he scores 2 minutes into the game, and then Renato Sanchez scores like 30 minutes later. But there was one play in the game where Milik and Lewandowski, they were both one-on-one with Pepe. And Milik, for some stupid reason, decides to shoot the ball instead of handing it off to Lewandowski, who could have made it 2-0 for Poland right there. And I think that was the game momentum changer right there. And that was like the biggest chance that Poland had to create in that game, because I could have, like, if only Milik had passed it off to Lewandowski, I think Lewandowski would have scored that. And I think we would have won that Portugal game, and then we would have played against Wales, which, I mean, I think we would have won against Wales and then played in the final against France. And I think that we would have matched up pretty well against France. But we don't know. I don't know if we would have beaten France, because France were also good at the Euros. But, I mean, Portugal beat France in their own house. So, yeah. That was, tough losing to Portugal, But, I mean, Portugal were the better team in that game. They beat us. They outdueled us on penalties, unfortunately. But then then it was the World Cup qualifiers in Russia. Poland were great at the World Cup, qualifiers. Lewandowski, top scorer, won their group. And then the World Cup comes, and then reality hits every Poland fan, because in the Senegal game, Poland, I don't know what happened with Poland, but Poland played horrible in that game. Like, we made way too many errors, and then we lose that Senegal game too. And then against Colombia, dude, we didn't even show up in that Colombia game. Like, there's no other way to say it. We got flat out destroyed by Colombia 3-0. I don't know what to say, man. Colombia just completely were all over us in that game, dude. We couldn't score at all against Colombia. We played horrible against Colombia. Like, I have no excuses for that game. That Colombia game was just a complete disaster. And then we won against Japan, but it doesn't matter, because technically we were knocked out by that time. But thing is, man, I don't get why Poland always seems to struggle when it comes to soccer, because it's like Poland is, in the 1970s, Poland had a golden generation of Boniek, Dana. If for all those old school soccer fans that know what I'm talking about, the 1974 World Cup, Poland were amazing at the 1974 World Cup, because they had quality players. You had Dana, Boniek, Lato, and yeah, those guys were really good, because Boniek is like one of the great Juventus legends. In fact, Boniek was named in Pele's 100 list of greatest players of all time. So yeah, that 1974 Poland squad was great. We were also good enough to win the 1974 World Cup because even one of the players from the 1974 Germany squad admitted that Poland were the best team at the World Cup. So honestly, dude, Poland, fortunately we lost 1-0 against Germany at the World Cup 1974. Well, that was technically West Germany back then, because back then it was Germany was divided between West and East Germany. So, and it would have been lit to see a Poland versus Netherlands final, but Netherlands were also very good at the 1974 World Cup. I think that one of the best World Cups of all time will be the 1974 World Cup. Like, that 1974 World Cup was just filled with talent. I mean, Poland, Germany, Poland, and Netherlands, they both finished in the top three. And it's just crazy to think that that 1974 World Cup would go down like that. It was a great matchup between Poland and West Germany. But I heard that it was raining in that game as well, and that also because the rain kind of might have affected Poland's performance, and then Poland loses, because Gerd Müller scored a goal, and that was the last time. And then last time Poland had a golden generation was like 1982. Poland were also good in the 1982 World Cup, but ever since then, Poland have just been struggling in soccer. I don't know why Poland struggles. It's like Poland is one of the most populous countries in Europe, because it's like you look at Poland. Poland's a nation of 38 million people. Nation of 38 million people, and we can't seem to generate a good squad for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why we're struggling for one of the most populous nations in Europe, because it's like you look at Croatia. Croatia has a population of only 4 million people, and they were amazing at the World Cup in Russia. I mean, I got to tip my hat off to Croatia. I think they should have won that World Cup, because Croatia were just amazing. But I mean, when it comes to Poland, like, I don't know what's wrong with Poland when it comes to the soccer, because it's like, damn, dude, like, I don't know what to say, whether it's just Poland just has a lack of talent or bad scouting or whatever, but I don't know why Poland seems to struggle in soccer, because, I mean, we still have Lewandowski, who's supposed to be the best striker in the world, but at the World Cup, I don't know what happened to Lewandowski. I think there was too much pressure on Lewandowski at the World Cup, because, Poland aren't just, because, one player doesn't make a team, because, Poland don't have just a Lewandowski as a good player. They have other good players too, like Blastikowski, Piontek, Milik, Krychowiak, Zielinski, Pazdan, Glick, and Szczesny. So, because most of our players play for big clubs, so I don't understand how come with a squad like that we struggle. Like, it just baffles me. And then Nawalka, the manager for Poland, was forced to resign because of Poland's horrible performance at the World Cup. And yeah, it just sucks, man, because last year was a very horrible year for me, man. I lost one of my best childhood friends. One of my best childhood friends passed away. I don't really want to get into what happened because it's just very personal, and I want to also do it out of respect for his family. But yeah, man, it was just tough because my friend, he was also from Poland. We knew each other for a very long time, and I'm still kind of depressed about what happened last year, because that was just depressing getting getting that news. And yeah, I just don't want to get into it. So I thought that maybe Poland would kind of give me some joy for that horrible 2018 year, because 2018 sucked. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, that was one of the worst years of my life, probably, because besides 2016, because 2016 was also a pretty bad year for me, because 2016, that's the year that I lost my grandfather to cancer, and that was tough as hell to swallow too. And then I thought that maybe Poland can win the Euros for my grandfather, but unfortunately we lost to Portugal. And then 2 years later, man, I get that phone call from my friend's aunt telling me he was in the hospital. And then he just, and then, yeah, that was just depressing, dude. Like, honestly, you guys have no idea how much that hurts, like, being forced to live with the fact that your grandfather and your friend are no longer here with you on Earth. That just sucks ass. It does suck. It is. Like, you guys have no idea, like, how tough that year was, man. I had major, like, I was not gonna lie, I was depressed, okay? I'll be honest with you, man. I was just completely depressed, and I didn't know what to do with myself. So I thought I would just watch more sports and just try to, like, not think about what happened. And, I thought that maybe I could dedicate this World Cup to not only my grandfather, but my friend who, because both of those guys were Polish too. But for some stupid reason, man, Poland were just horrible at the World Cup. I don't know what happened. I thought that Poland was going to be as good as England, teams like England, France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, Italy, those soccer powerhouses. I thought Poland was going to be as good as them. But unfortunately, that's not the case, dude. I don't know what happened, but unfortunately, that's life, man. You can't always get what you want in life. Life just happens, and unfortunately, you just got to deal with whatever stack of cards you're presented in life. Hopefully, maybe in the future, Poland will be better. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully, we can qualify for Euro 2022. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it, man. I got to go to class right now, and thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.